We're going to be talking about more colorful produce like peppers and eggplant, squash, zucchini. First, want to show you these little sweet peppers. They're like the bell peppers, but they're tiny. This is great for kids for snacking.
Okay.
They love to snack, so you can put them in salads, you can grill them, or you can just eat them raw. And again, we talked about the dipping, get them some healthy dips that they can dip them into. But the reason I love bell peppers so much is they're super high in vitamin C, even more than oranges. See
Does it
that
matter
bright
what
colors?
color they are?
Nope, all of the red, orange, and yellow ones are great source. The green doesn't have quite as much vitamin C, so that's why I like these. Plus, these are a little bit sweeter, so kids tend to like them more. Great to put in and chop up into salads, but also think of things like, spaghetti sauce. You can puree it. You can roast them in the oven, and then, peel the skin off and use roasted red peppers and different things like that. Kids really seem to like them, though, so that's a great thing to keep on hand. And something you might want to try with produce is letting your kids have their own drawer in the refrigerator, or even like a basket on the counter, because then they can just go in there and help themselves. So keep like cut up celery sticks, these small little peppers, things that they can grab really quick and eat, because if it's available to them, they're more likely to go get it then. Okay. The other thing I want to talk about is eggplant.
I never know what to do with eggplant.
Well, and the reason I like it so much is we try to do in our family one night a week going meatless. It's really important, first of all, for the environment and all that, but it's also good to try different vegetables that are going to have a meatier texture. Things like portobello mushrooms, eggplant, they have more of that meaty texture, so you don't miss the meat so much. So what I do is I make like an eggplant lasagna or eggplant parmesan instead of using meat. And what you want to do is you want to cut it, okay? You can peel the skin off if you want to. I leave the skin on there. And then you want to cut it in slices, put a little salt on it, and let it drain, because the salt will pull the moisture out. You want to get some of that moisture out, so that way when you're cooking it, it actually will get that crispy texture that you want, like the restaurants give it, without deep frying it. And then once you got all the moisture out, you just pat them with a paper towel, okay? And then you can put them in some olive oil in a frying pan, or you can bake them that way, okay? And then I put a little Parmesan cheese and then spaghetti sauce over it. It's really good. It's really good, okay? The other thing would be squash and zucchini. These are great. Kids seem to be they're kid friendly. Kids like them. Just slice them up, put them in the oven, bake them at 350 with a little salt, little olive oil, just simple things. It doesn't have to be complicated at all, and it's different than just having your usual veggies every night, so you could try that as well.
Do you leave the skin on the squash?
I leave the skin on. A lot of times you'll find that most of the nutrients that are in fruits and vegetables is in the skin, so you definitely want to try to leave the skin on unless it's not edible. But with those, once they bake long enough, they take a softer texture, so you can leave the skin on. Okay?